All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. On first down, it's Love. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his... First one here. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's Luck now on second down. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. J.J. Watt able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Be right. 11B.
From the gun, here's Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
12.
They snap it to Love. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and long. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Richmond.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they have the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Watson looks to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Come back. Hey, green the line. Richmond.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. Here's Myers now to kick it away. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans. On 1st down, it's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Watson on 1st down. being chased out left. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Michael Pruitt, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. To throw on second down is Locke. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston that he goes to state. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Down to the 25. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, for the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
On second down, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10.
Come back, come back.
Watson now from the gun. He'll throw. Dancing to his left, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. From the gun, Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Richmond. Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
On 1st down, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jurrell Casey in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Come back, come back.
From the 50, it's Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Down. Green the line. Green the line. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got the completion to Strong. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tiger, tiger. Green the line. Green the line.
Now Watson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Myers able to knock it through. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Love. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Daquan Jones in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Richmond.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Tiger. Two jet. Richmond. Tiger.
Watson on 1st and 10. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jurrell Casey. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come back.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. They shakes him off. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Blue lady. Come back. Tiger.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Stephon Tuitt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. It's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Pruitt, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Walker with a grab, left side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Back now in Houston. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Locke. Going deep for Walker. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Desperation time for Luck on 4th down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A 1st down carry now for Miller. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it again with Miller. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. It finds his target, Fuller. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in until you look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson now to throw. Underneath for Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back to the air. Luck on second down. Dumps it off to Lewis. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Again, Luck. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10, Luck again. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry, and he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in, and the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Murray will tack on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now it's Murray to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And it's defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw on second is Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Richmond. Come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Fighting to stay upright. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Third and long, it's Love. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So with that knee, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope. to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.